Well, we're at it again. Mike is building a rowboat. He built these benches, and now he's cutting the sides, and Jose's helping him.
Well,
So this is our workplace. We've got our stash of cardboard. This will be where the paint supplies will be, and the gluing and painting table. And I am cutting out squares to make a wheel for the ship. Out of cardboard. Our oars and benches complete. The benches will be used in the rowboat, but they'll also be used for another part of another skit. Two skits, actually. Hi, I'm Debra Carmona, and I am sort of the director of VBS, and I want to introduce you to my team that helps me. What did you call me yesterday?
Director of the Doodads.
Oh.
Director of the Doodads.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, she has all the ideas and she kind of funnels them to us, and she can get very frustrated, but she controls it.
Yeah, I'm the director of the doodads. These are the doodads. I give them something to do.
Yeah. And we try not to mess it up too bad.
Yeah.
I do this and I do that.
And I come behind them and fix all the mistakes.
And we've seen that. We've seen that.
This is Mike. He's the brain of making the rowboat.
Not so much on paintbrush.
He's confessing to it.
He's confessing.
I figured I'd go ahead and confess before.
Is the brush destroyed?
Oh, she was ready. She was ready.
And this is my husband. He's been a great helper to Mike, mostly just supervising.
And he's a nuisance.
Oh, appreciate that.
Those two like to pick on each other. This is Cassidy. She's been my helper.
And I made the...
Yep, that's right. She cut them out, glued them together. Was that 3 or 4 layers? Painted them. And she painted the wheel for me. And she also likes to pull pranks on the guys. She makes our time here fun, having a young person around. This is our overall plan. I took photos of the church and printed them out, and then I took a piece of transfer paper and laid it on top so we can kind of get the idea of what it is we're making. This is the front of the ship, and this is the center. Right here are the stairs to walk up on the stage. This is the center, and that's where we'll put the mast, and this is the back end of the ship, and this is where the captain's wheel will go. And we will put, the boards come down to hide the part of the kneeling, the altar, the bench, and then we'll put the ocean, the low ocean, on the floor so that it looks like the ship is in the water. And so that's the general plan that we're trying to create. And our ship is in 4 parts, actually. The front is so big, we've decided to divide it in half. So we got one piece here, that's that piece right there. And then we have the other piece, which is sitting on top of the back piece right there. And the back piece will fold around, so it's going to hide the organ. And we're taking down all the chairs and the podium because we need the space to put up our mass. And on this end, we're going to hide the piano because it's a grand piano, it's very heavy. We don't want to take that off the stage. So we're just going to kind of hide it. And I cut holes here so the pianist can see. But on the back end, there's nobody going to play the organ, so we just painted those. Surprise Mike comes in and you get this side all painted. He'll be like, why is that paint not dry yet? It's been sitting all night.
Yeah, man, you just put way too much paint, so you really better wait. You don't text him, right? You know he has coming?
And I just did. I asked him, are you coming?
Right.
But he hasn't answered yet.
What about this? Is this also done?
No.
No?
Yes.
I'm trying to get...
If you use the brush the other way, if you use it like this, you did this last year. You were doing such a good job making a straight line. This is how you do a straight line. You gonna pretend to sleep?
Sleep?
Yeah, like you're doing nothing.
Oh, okay.
The chairs came back, huh?
How you got here? He
I
ain't
know,
done nothing.
I couldn't get nobody to wait on me at Lowe's. I'm not about to get the rope tonight.
It's about time you got here. He ain't done nothing.
I don't know if you can use this. It's faded, but I think that's the way.
Yeah.
And it would look in a battle. And if you think we need to paint the pole, that's fine too.
So they had a flag on the boat?
Yeah, they had one laying down.
Yeah.
Laying down.
Yeah, just put it over here with all the stuff that's
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's see. This is both painting time, ain't it?
Thanks to it wet from last night.
No, it ain't. Is it? Really?
Whoa, look.
There was only a couple swats that sure is. It sure is, isn't it? on that one. Well, let me ask you this. If we go ahead and open it up on top of here, we could paint it, couldn't we?
Yeah, we can.
I mean, just paint it sideways?
Oh, Sam.
What you think? That we can get it open on here?
He already painted it.
I actually fell for you. Ta-da! You had,
Smile, you're on candid camera.
you got me on that one. Y'all, all of you got me. You got me good on
I
that.
didn't know he actually painted it until she just told me
But
a
I
second
didn't,
ago.
but it looks the same both sides, so I just assumed, you know.
Same color. Yeah.
She told me to tell you what I
Yeah,
did
he
when you
actually
walked
jumped
in.
to it as soon as he got in here. He was painting before I started anything. What do you know? He surprised us all.
You got me. So that lead in, but he hadn't done nothing.
She told me to
was a
say
cover
it.
up.
Yeah,
Right.
she told me to say it.
Right.
I knew better than that.
I've
Knowing
been
you,
here for like
how
5
you
minutes.
work so, I know you. And I know that would have never happened.
So we gotta paint the inside half.
Yeah, but that still might work if we do that. If we can open it up, we can paint around the top of it.
Yeah, it's still wet though. You gotta wait about another half hour.
Or, if we wanted to
Yeah.
get real bold, we could climb up, get up on the table, but I don't know, that might be kind of.
Well, that's what I said.
Legs will set it on the floor.
That's why I said I was just stupid.
Just get on it, just get on the table.
But
Well,
I don't know
like
if,
Deb said, just put it on the
Or
floor.
put Cassidy in the boat and she can do it.
If you put it on the floor, you have to bend over.
Hey, I'll tell you what, we can, well, if we put it on the floor, we can get inside of it.
We can.
Yeah, so we good.
Okay.
Yeah, we good. Thank you, Cassie, for volunteering to keep this project going.
We just gotta
I'll tell you what, we can go
open
ahead,
it up.
we can go ahead and put our end pieces in there, and that'll help,
There you go. The end pieces.
help sturdy it up.
Yeah, the end pieces will hold it.
And then we'll be better off. Gotta make sure we get the right one.
This is four. This is for, that's real.
How far back we have to still got to come up this way a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
it's like
The missile
he was
being
having a
launched.
seizure.
Who launched that? That's
Well, we got something quite right here. Okay. Now we know where to paint. We got to paint up here too. Okay. Permission to go aboard, sir. That's what we used to have to do every time we went on the ship. That was kind of silly. Permission to.
Would you like a bench so you could sit down and paint?
Yes.
I think I'll be better off just to sit down on the ground. I think. What you think?
Either bench or the ground.
Well, we could try it. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt. They should be fully dry by now, shouldn't it? But I'll get them. This thing's heavy now. This thing is heavy. That's your title. You're director of the doodads. In
Doodads.
charge of all the doodads.
Director of the doodads.
Got the paintbrush that we can reach.
Oh, Deb,
Yeah.
at lunchtime, we should go get the
Get
paint.
another gallon of paint. Yeah.
We'll do that along with lunch. However, whatever. It's right down to you.
Yeah, we definitely not gonna have enough paint, are we?
Right. Is there, do you think there's enough? Just don't pour it into the thing, just use it out of the can. Oh, that's right, you both need.
There's enough to start.
Never mind, go ahead, go ahead.
Or we could both, you can paint on one side, I can paint on the other.
Yeah,
Okay.
good, give it a spot.
Okay. Go ahead and paint this little piece up here to start with.
Except we're being each other's ways.
just go watch.
Oh,
He's gonna
He's
supervise.
gonna use the bench. He's field testing the bench to make sure it's gonna survive.
somebody's got to field test.
Somebody's gotta do it.
And you know
I don't know
what?
if I could get in that thing
It's
how
not
he
too
did.
bad.
I might fall.
Looks good.
Matter of fact, what time is it? 3 minutes to 12.
Oh, you get it now.
Oops.
Oh, I've been hit.
Complain.
I've been hit. Does the church have, compensation insurance?
Females against the men.
I didn't know it. I was actually working. Don't know what I'm doing.
Sure you do.
Doing something though. Building a ship.
And Jose's making the ocean.
That's good. She's up the creek in a barrel.
We ought to think of something, because her mom's gonna bring her back. Because we could detract her to stop thinking, suspect we're gonna do something by doing something today. And then she'll start thinking that we're gonna do something tomorrow.
And I asked Terry, I said, you ain't saying nothing to her, have you? She said, no. She got mad at me then. No, I ain't said nothing. Sometimes people, they're like, kind of like Barney Fife, they don't come out and say it, but they keep on saying stuff enough to let you know, think, know something's going on. They don't come out and actually say it, but they say enough to.
Yeah. Gosh. What? You were talking about hiding, aren't you?
Oh, my word.
Well, caught us at a bad moment, we're all busy.
But it's gonna be exciting. Hello. How you doing today? You all decked out. You ready to paint? Do something.
All right, now you guys.
That comes about in the brain. And why is that?
I don't know.
Because throughout the world, the majority of people are right-handed.
Like this?
You should be doing it. Okay, your angle, here's the short end. This way.
There's a short end?
Well, it's at an angle.
No, it
see?
isn't. It doesn't have a short end.
Yeah, so this is
How
short.
about that?
Goodness,
So
you know
do it
something,
that
isn't
way.
it?
Good.
Let's do it this way. But you're gonna have enough paint on it. That doesn't have enough paint. Start away from the line, and then when you press down, you can see that it comes up to the line.
Mhm.
And just focus on that line. And that's how you get a straighter edge. But you gotta have enough paint on the brush.
Okay.
Obviously, you're going to reshow that, so we're going to have to turn the whole thing around for you.
I'll get a
To
little,
get it
I
up
can get a
there.
little, I can get a little bit more of it.
Yeah!
Yeah, this,
Jose, don't make noises like that. You're making me jump.
Why?
What happened?
I was about to get it closer to us.
Yeah, he put his hand on the
On top of us,
unsupported part,
on the floor.
and he goes down, whoa!
Yeah, it's always best to paint the furthest away and then paint closer to you so you're not stretching across wet paint.
Space up. You won't kick an old man. You saw that?
I consider you a nuisance, not an old man.
This is our rowboat for the last scene, the crossing of the Delaware, where George Washington and his men cross over the Delaware. The boat is made out of cardboard, but the benches are wood, so they can support 2 men, and they will be rowing while George Washington stands up in the middle as they pass through the fog. And that little piece right there, we used it last year. We're going to use it to hide the piano on board the ship. The guys are learning how to texture wood.
Not starting out so good.
You'll get it. Remember, like an airplane landing. The airplane is coming down for a landing, so that first touch is light.
These are caused because I got too much paint on it right there. See there, I just didn't.
Yeah.
Now I know I got too much paint on there, so I had too much already on here. I know I don't have that much on it right now.
Yeah, I like the way you're holding the brush. Put your hand on top of the brush. You don't have to be under the handle. Be on top of the handle. A loose touch. Very light touch.
And that's the problem. We don't mess it up so bad. You got to do everything.
Because you can put multiple layers. I mean, brown, basically brown is a compilation of many colors.
But that piece right there is definitely going to have to be redrawn.
Yeah, that's no, doesn't.
Just again, right there.
You're gonna have to move this thing so you can reach parts of
I'll
it.
leave this paint before we turn it over.
How about, we move it this way. So that way you can go along. Are you getting the hang of it?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We're doing it. I don't think we're doing as much damage as we were, but we still ain't got that mastered it yet. That's for sure. But we got some of plenty of practice. We're gonna.
Yep.
We're gonna get. We're gonna get a little better at it.
After this piece, start working on the rowboat. That way we can get one side done and then we can flip it over.
Okay, you want to go ahead with this part too, right?
Even though I haven't painted the black lines yet, just go ahead and do it. I'll put the black lines on top.
So you can do the black after you do the.
You mean the black stripes?
On the
Yeah, I
bottom?
can do it after. I can paint it on top.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as you guys don't erase the white lines,
Okay.
I'll be able to get the black lines
Okay.
on. So that way you don't have to wait for me. 'Cause she left paint over there, so I've got to use up that paint because I don't want it to sit there and dry up. So I don't like wasted paint.
all right.
Are you
can't have everything
squabbling over a piece of cardboard?
You can't have everything you want.
But she took mine.
Life isn't fair.
She took mine. Plus,
You're old enough, you should know that by now.
no respect for elders. Elders.
I done told you, I don't consider you an elder, I consider you a nuisance. Now get to work,
Me and I'll get over it.
get to work.
Yeah, Jose, get to work.
I am working.
Stop whining about your life struggles and go get to work.
I just want to teach her something about life struggle.
What are you trying to teach her?
Taking people's cardboard is wrong.
You need to just get over yourself with that. You'll be okay.
Mr. Do, I'm Mr. Dad.
Yeah, he does most of the work.
As a matter of fact, you're right, he does. He cuts things, measures things.
Okay, I'll be right back.
While you watch.
Make sure he don't take my cardboard. Leave it alone. You act like a little kid.
That's why she says don't act your age.
Ma'am?
And he stole her cardboard.
It's the first cardboard I ever took. And I'm using it. I think I'm using it fairly. Little children should not be taking adults' cardboard. It's just not right.
We
Would
have
you
so
agree, Mike?
much of it.
That's right.
Yeah, I told my mom how he was being a baby. He's like, he's fussing over a piece of cardboard.
See? Ooh.
That's okay, it's supposed to go on there anyway.
Tell you, kiss today, no respect. Yeah.
He's whining about cardboard. He's offended.
Offended?
He's acting like a child.
What did that happen to you?
Cassidy
Yes,
and Jose have been fighting over a piece of cardboard.
I have not been fighting. I'm telling him to get over it.
You see, we got a shortage of cardboard, right? We need to fight over it because we're running out, right?
I moved his paint on the tarp and hooked this.
Well, how would you like it if you get your own thing, somebody takes it away from you? Hey, ain't right.
That's what you did to Cassidy. You took her piece of cardboard.
This is good.
To have
That's
this,
me.
this done
That's my
next
brush.
week.
Give it a shot. See if she knows what. Don't do this.
I know that.
Don't do this. Don't do that. See if she knows
I don't remember.
how to spread it.
Oh, no.
You set it down too hard.
Yeah,
So you have just like a feather?
Yeah.
you getting it. So, you do more than that. You do more than
That's
that.
good.
I'm going to stab you in the eye with the back of this paintbrush.
She's
I
threatening
hadn't
you,
got
Jose.
that
What have you
far
done?
yet.
I'm trying to do a little supervising here. They just don't
Don't
appreciate
worry.
It don't sound like it's working too
it.
good.
They just don't.
She's gonna get Mr. Mike to take him home later and leave him there, and he's gonna come back. That's the
Mr.
plan.
Mike is quiet. See, we like quiet.
He's a good worker.
I don't know about that. I tried to see if I got the same shades y'all got. I don't wanna,
No.
this is the
I
right
know, it's
one.
not.
That's chocolate.
This is the one I need right here.
That's
This
chocolate.
is the
Well,
one.
actually, Jose and Mike together, they do a lot of chatting.
But he works in chats.
Yes.
This one
We
just
work.
chats.
We,
No, you do not.
I speak French. We work together.
There you go.
Yep.
What Jose is a support to Mike. He's
Exactly.
sounding board,
We
so Mike can bounce
support
his
each other.
ideas off, and Jose can say, yeah, yeah.
We, Monsieur. No, we support each other.
Hey, you're starting to get in the way.
I'm not in
Can
the
you
way.
go to
I am
the
the
chair?
supervisor.
I'm about to supervise this paint on your face.
No paint on the cardboard. Look,
I think we're using our
Look.
fan brushes right
no,
now.
not that. Oh, yeah. Oh, my nipple, we're gonna go into these.
So So I'll go ahead and paint this other thing in.
Not my cardboard? Oh, we gotta give it back. Oh, no, not with that.
She gave you the cardboard.
I've already given you 2 cookies, that's good enough.
Hey, sir, how you doing today?
Okay?
This is what my team did, and I come back in with the gray to kind of give it the final overlook. So it has a bit of a worn, weathered look. Well, the rowboat is finished. Ring on the front and rope, and we have benches and the oars. So it's made out of cardboard and it's a little wonky, but it'll serve its purpose. The ship is still in production.